towards looking at new technologies. I know you guys adopted the THX for the Lincolns and then the sync technology. Is that going to integrate into the home automation system through the house? Are you guys planning on anything that would be where the car could be kind of a transfer of information or control over the house?
Well, I don't know that it necessarily would be over the house per se, but with the Wi-Fi connectivity availability within sync, you will be able to talk to your home computer if there is something that is on your computer. The opportunity is there for future things to be transferred back and forth. And certainly that is a way now that you can transfer email and things from your home computer to your car.
That's what when I was reading up on it, it was kind of what was the plan for sync? Was it to just be an extension of the person's home computer, or would it be to be kind of as we take our luggage with us to work? Is that going to bring our technology with us to work?
It's absolutely the same thing as bringing your luggage with you. It's more than just your computer, though, too. Sync is really the translator of any handheld device to the in-vehicle microphone, speakers, and user interface and voice control. So Sync is really the software that connects all that. So when you think about that, you think about all of the handheld devices like your luggage that you bring in. Whatever you have on those handheld devices will be able to be controlled by voice through the Sync system. And that's the key part about it, is to control through voice. That's the thing that we think will really make it unique and appropriate for a car too.
Do you have any plans, or was there any plans in the design of it to integrate it into home technologies at all, like a sync system that could be added to a person's home?
We don't have any plans for that right now necessarily, but you can see that there are certain opportunities there. And with all of our partnering with application developers, I'm sure that there's going to be applications that we find that are beyond just the cell phone and consumer electronics industry, more into the home electronics realm. But the opportunity is there.
Yes,
and that's the idea of it too.
Okay. So that, as far as the sync technology, does it connect through Bluetooth, or does it use Wi-Fi?
Both are available.
Both are available.
Certain phones that are Bluetooth compatible are really the main function right now. In today's sync vehicles, Bluetooth is the main method, but now this Wi-Fi capability is available as well.
Great. I know when I did a little bit of research on you as to what part of the company you were working on. You had a lot of work on the Lincoln side of things. And you mentioned online that you were involved in the Harley Davidson edition. Trucks and that.
Yes, the trucks that we've done for Harley Davidson. At the time, we've done those for so many years with Harley Davidson. I was involved in a lot of the things that we do to take an F-150 and translate it into Harley Davidson. It's new wheels, it's graphics, it's interior elements and things, and I've been involved with a lot of those. So,
were you involved in a small truck?
No, I was not. But I think that does use the system we have in our F-150s now. The Ford Works solution. I was involved with that. Interestingly, with that, that's still a touchscreen interface, just like what we're doing with my Ford Touch, because we believe that is a superior user interface. And if you look at that, graphically, it's a little bit different than what you're seeing in these organizations, this user interface organization for Lincoln. But we still have a four-corner orientation of the basic activities of information groups. So you still use the sort of spatial relationship of the rectangular screen and using its four corners to help you find the main activities that you use to search and navigate through the user interface. There's a little bit of a connection between those. So,
where do you kind of see this going with sync? I know there's limitless possibilities, but as you know, Ford's kind of goal for it, is it going to be a major feature that the cars will maybe all across the board have, or is it going to be just the high-end models that will have it?
No, it's a major feature. It's a brand signature element. So this is meant to be on all Ford vehicles in some form. We don't necessarily have touchscreens on every single one, but the basics for the user interface and the applications are going to be pretty much the same. There are a lot of customers that are not interested in this level of technology. They don't have to get cart with it. There are going to be choices, and we haven't shown any of those lower-end versions yet, but we will be doing so.
Where do you see the rollout for kind of the main, where that'll show up into the public market for into those lower models?
Well, it will be introduced this year.
This year?
Yeah, this year. In the new theaters, this will be launched by then, so, which is meant to be the 2010 calendar year. So,
do you see, from the interiors of cars, do you see or foresee any major changes in kind of the layout of the cars or that? I know we've seen at some of the auto shows concepts where they've done away with the gauge cluster and things like that. Do you see anything like that in, even with the voice interaction, there being voice prompting or anything like that kind of thing?
I don't think you can necessarily do away with the things that people have become really familiar and accustomed to. I mean, there's basically all cars have about the same kind of configuration, and people get into cars knowing that the stuff in front of them is like speedometer and vehicle driving related functionality, and then what's in the center stack is usually audio and climate control. That convention is so permeated through the automotive industry. There's such a high expectation. I don't think people can learn how to ride a bike a different way. So I think those things are really important for people to hang on to. But what we're doing is we're making those absolutely the best they can be by getting rid of the features and functions that make it look cluttered and hard to use. And trying to, through good user interface, combine things and give customers and users the things that they need at the time that they need them. When you start up a car, you have some things that you pay attention to. When you're already on the freeway and you're driving about 70 miles an hour, you have other things that are important to you. And with this system, we're trying to make that distinction and offer those things in a more relevant sense. So.
And one last question. What do you drive?
What do I drive? I have a 2010 Mustang.
We both love our Mustangs.
They're so much fun, and I love that car. And for the first time, I love driving to work in the morning, and I don't mind it if I have a long drive or a short drive. I love driving to and from work every day. It's so much fun.
That's what I had for commuting. Right now, I don't. We have a Ford Explorer, but I had two Mustangs, a 2000 and a 2001. I enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
In our climate, it's from Niagara, so we get good long winters, which aren't as much fun. But my second one had the traction control. That made a big difference.
And that's even improved on the 2010. It's easy to drive. It's much better. I still don't have sandbags in mine yet, so, so I don't have to do that.
That's great. Maybe could you take us on a bit of a tour?
Sure, absolutely. There's what's going on right here.